Let me just say right now, there is zero way the Big 12 champion should not get one of the 4 byes in favor of Boise freaking State. I mean, that would be such an insult to the Big 12. Now, I wouldn't put it past the committee to do it. But I'm sorry, Boise State's schedule of Hawaii and San Diego State and Nevada and San Jose State, with basically their best game being a loss to Oregon, that is ridiculous to think that you're going to compare that resume and give it a bye over a Big 12 champion like Colorado that, fine, might have a bad loss to Nebraska. But if the whole point of having human beings on this committee is to get beyond the computers and get beyond the numbers, then the human being should know that when it comes to Colorado in particular, well, a lot of transfer guys, this is a totally different team. They have gelled in a way that a lot of us weren't sure they could gel over the last 2 months. That's what you've seen from Colorado. The human beings, the supposed experts on the college football committee, are supposed to be the ones that know that. And if you put a Boise State team with 1 loss to Oregon over a 2-loss Colorado Big 12 champion, then this committee doesn't know what the hell it's doing and has no business moving forward getting any respect from anybody. I mean, the whole thing is a mess right now because you get all these SEC teams fighting. The SEC thinks it should have like 8 teams in the playoff. I mean, it's a freaking joke when you go look at the SEC. They're all lobbying for why like 4-loss SEC teams should be in the playoff. It is comical. It was also very predictable the second this thing expanded to 12. Okay? But the BYU loss does solidify almost any chance the Big 12 can get 2 teams in. And here's the thing. I'm okay with that because I'm not convinced the Big 12 has 2 teams who are going to be able to compete at a high level in this thing. And I'd rather be in a situation where the Big 12 gets 1 team in that can actually compete. And it might be BYU. It might be Colorado. It might be Arizona State. It still could be Iowa State on the outside looking in. But I'd rather us get behind 1 team who's got a shot to make some noise in this playoff than put multiple teams in there and they all get blown out. That would not be a good look at this point for the Big 12. So that's why I'm okay with how things played out. And my fear with BYU is that they were playing with fire for a while. They're good. Do I think they're top 4 in the country good? No. I don't think Indiana's top 4 in the country good. I think that they have gotten away with being really good teams who have exceeded expectations, who also had favorable schedules. And there's no need to apologize for that if you're a BYU fan. And I know you're going to tell me about strength of record and all these different things, but I'm just looking from the outside here and saying, okay, all in all, you stack up the schedules. Do I think BYU and Indiana are legit top 5 teams in the country? I didn't last week. But they kept winning, so you couldn't take anything away from them, right? Well, now you have a home loss to Kansas, who's playing better and is one of the most dangerous teams in the Big 12 over the final 2 weeks of the season. And the big thing for BYU right now, and this has been something that I think we've wondered for quite some time, is I just want to make sure that that offense can keep humming. You saw a lot of issues in the first half against Utah. You saw it all night against Kansas. So they've had these moments where the offense just isn't clicking. And you're going to have to make sure that there is consistency on that side of the ball over these last couple of weeks and potentially into a Big 12 championship game. I'm Pete Mundo on Heartland College Sports. Thank you guys, as always, for being here as a part of the show.